Meeting to order. Can I have a motion to approve the February 26, 2024 minutes? Linda, can I have a second? Sharon, any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to the reports, we have the Tri-County Regional Planning Commission minutes, the unsafe structures and development summary. Do we have any questions on any of these today? Not, we'll file and receive them. Moving on to zoning cases, case number ZBA 2024-005, petition of John Marshall. Do I have a motion to put that on the floor? Sharon, second. Linda? Okay, Andrew, take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a rezoning request from R2 medium density residential to C2 general commercial. The petitioner proposes to rezone 0.31 acres in order to bring an existing automobile repair business parking lot into compliance. The petitioner owns and operates Trevoli Sales Trailer and Auto Repair on the adjacent parcel to the east. This particular parcel is used as a parking area to stage and store automobiles awaiting repair. He has operated from this location for the last 9 years. It came to the department's attention that he was not in compliance, so the goal of this rezoning case is to bring that parcel into compliance. There were 18 consents from citizens in the surrounding area. It is located off of West Farmington Road in Trevoli Township. Across the street is the Logan Trevoli Fire Station. He is not proposing any new access points along West Farmington Road. The parcel is accessed through the existing driveway on the parcel adjacent to the east, so there should be minimal impact on local traffic patterns. Staff did recommend approval, and the Zoning Board of Appeals recommended approval 7-0.
Thank you, Andrew. Any questions for this? All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Second case is ZBA-2024-009, petition of Four Creeks LLC. Can I have a motion to put that on the floor? Linda, second. Matt, thank you. Andrew?
Thank you. This is a request for a special use to install a temporary meteorological tower to record and measure wind data for up to 3 years. MET towers, for short, collect data measuring wind speed, wind direction, ground level relative humidity, and air temperature. The data is then transmitted by cellular link requiring no on-site personnel. This parcel is located in the southwest corner. The tower is located in the southwest corner of the property along West Lawrence Road in Millbrook Township. Surrounding parcels are all zoned ag. The nearest single-family dwelling is about 870 feet to the southwest. There was a LISA conducted on this parcel, which scored a low rating for agricultural protection. 1.6 acres will be taken out of production for this use. However, it could still be used for other crops that do not require machinery for harvesting, such as pumpkins. According to the petitioner, installation will only take 1 day and is completed with a pickup truck and trailer. Staff recommended approval, and the ZBA recommended approval 7-0.
Thank you, Andrew. Any questions on this? This is to study the, go ahead, Jimmy. This is to study the wind speeds, and that's for a potential wind farm, correct?
That is correct. This is in conjunction with 3 other existing MET towers for a potential Four Creeks wind project.
Okay. Jimmy, go ahead.
Thank you, Chairman Rosenbaum. Andrew, is the petitioner here?
The petitioner is not present today.
Is there a reason why for a wind tower project the petitioner would not be present for such request? I know typically any developer or development, I'm not opposed to this. I just find it odd that a developer with so much writing on it wouldn't be present at a county board meeting if there was. Not that there's going to be questions, but I'm just curious why the developer is not present. They were
encouraged to attend. I did not have any phone calls or anything of the sort today indicating they would not be here.
Okay. Because I know that in the past, staff has usually recommended to solar or wind or anything to be present. I just find it odd that the developer would not be present.
Thank you, Chairman Dillon. That was an extremely good question. Kind of wonder why they're not here myself. Linda?
Andrew, since this is a permit for 3 years. If this is disassembled, is the person putting it up responsible for the cost of disassembling?
Yes. So this is a pretty, I'd almost liken it to an antenna. So when we think of tower here, we're thinking of cell towers, we're
Right.
thinking of wind turbines. This is really more like a whip antenna that you'd see almost more in radio communications. And so it can be disassembled fairly easily. And in this case, there is no decommissioning required, much like there would be on these larger scale projects. But
Well-
they can take it down in one day.
And I was just asking because of that text amendment we had at the last meeting, and now, thankfully, we will not be subtracting the cost or the value of the equipment from the cost to decommission it.
Right, and that would apply to a wind turbine if and when that is constructed, and a solar array if and when that is constructed. At this point, they're seeking to kind of gather data to make sure
Right.
that it's in their best interest to move forward with a potential project.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? If not, let's bring to a vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, third case, ZBA-2024-013, petition of Michael P. Cochran. Can I have a motion to put that on the floor? Sharon, Linda for a second. Andrew?
Thank you. This is a rezoning request from A2 Agriculture to RR Rural Residential. The petitioner proposes to rezone 31.947 acres in order to subdivide the property into 7 lots intended for single-family residences. Those lots would range from 1.972 acres to 11.095 acres. The subject property is located off West Lamplighter Lane in Kickapoo Township. To the south, east, and west, the land use is residential, consisting of approximately 65 residential lots, including the Cobblestone Estates subdivision and 4 other subdivisions. Within those subdivisions, lots range from 1.01 to 14.97 acres, so the rezoning request is consistent with the surrounding area. A LISA was conducted on this parcel, which scored a low rating for ag protection. The owner testified that he would continue farming the 2 northern lots, which are 11 and 10 acres, respectively. The subject parcel has access to public water. However, a septic system would be required for each lot if ever developed. The petitioner did submit soil analysis for each of the 7 proposed lots. Each of the 7 proposed lots would have individual frontage along Lamplighter Lane, which is a township road. There were no comments from the Township Road Commissioner. Staff recommended approval, and the Zoning Board of Appeal recommended approval 7-0. I will note there were 2 consents and 3 objections. Those objections consisted from adjacent property owners, one of which had concerns about stormwater runoff to her property to the east. Another individual had concerns about traffic impacts, drainage into the Cobblestone Estates Lake, impact on public water supply, and setting a precedence for further development in this area. And then the third objection was in regards to decreased property values as a result of the development. I'll note that the petitioner is present if there are further questions.
Would the petitioner like to speak at this time? You can't add anything that other than what was said at the other one, but I just want to give you the opportunity if you'd like to speak.
I just want to note I'm here to answer any questions. I think Andrew summed it up pretty well. I really have nothing to add above and beyond what I stated.
Okay. Are there any questions? Linda?
So, Andrew, if these are actually developed, then there will have to be another permit for the septic systems. That has to be approved.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So at this point, we would be approving the split of the land.
Right.
At such point where they were to be developed, they'd have to get building permits, erosion control permits, septic permits, and whatever other applicable permits might come into play, such as a road access permit.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Alrighty, let's vote on it. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We have no resolutions today. We're at public comment. Is there anybody in the public that'd like to speak today? Seeing none, we're at miscellaneous. Is there any miscellaneous today? Okay, meeting adjourned.